games after
Thank you, Tim.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, we really appreciate you. So, tremendous game. Coach, just analyze that one for us a little bit.
Man, they have a really great player that didn't play today. Aubrey Pepper didn't play today, and I felt like early. Our kids, honestly, and these guys leading with these guys, like they really want to play great teams, and so there's a little bit of vibe in the locker room, kind of like, man, I wish Pepper was playing. I think we kind of like were, hey, like maybe we this isn't going to be whatever, and credit to Warren, like I had watched them without her as well, and I knew how hard they played, and that kind of stuff. So obviously they played really well in the first half, and we had to make some adjustments at halftime, which we did. And credit to the coaching staff, they kind of decided to switch defenses a little bit, and I thought that made a big difference. And then I don't know what our assist number was in the third quarter, but it was really, really good. I think every make was an assisted play, which is typical for us, but we just had some really beautiful paint touch kicks, high lows. I know Bailey made 2 or 3 threes that quarter. I think Cornell had 1 or 2 or 3 high lows. I think she went from having 4 or 6 points at halftime to having maybe 13 or 15 at the end of the third, just off of high-low looks and knowing where to cut. So again, I thought the third quarter, our halftime adjustments that our coaching staff was able to make, and then our players passing and cutting was just really good in the third quarter, and we really blew it wide open.
Very good. Bailey, I kind of assessed the game too, as you played in this event quite a bit.
Well, that team is a Division IV team, so we knew going into it that if we won, it would help our RPI and stuff. And it's a huge win for us because we're Division V, so that will help with our seeding and everything. But we knew they were a good team, and Butte was all week was even if the girl doesn't play, they're very aggressive, and I felt like we were kind of sloppy at first, but in the second half we really readjusted, and I thought our defense especially was great. We went from kind of trying to trap in our press to just full court man, and that really made the difference.
Lisa, how about you? How did you see the game?
I think we started off slow because we were Pepper's not playing. It's not going to be as big of a game as we want it to be, but I think real quick at halftime we realized they're still going to play hard even if they don't have her. And I think we stepped up big in the third quarter. I think that was that was our great quarter that got us really going for the rest of the game. So I'm really proud of us. I thought we all did well that quarter.
Addison, same question. How do you see the game?
Like they said, I think starting off we were kind of in the dumps about not having playing against Pepper, but I think that our coaching staff and us as a team picked up in the third quarter, and it really shows how we, as a team, we won't back down, and we know how to clean up a mess when we're not playing like we should.
I know they had some success cutting to the basket early, and you took that away for the most part the rest of the way. What did you do there?
Well, our pressure relies on us to we are usually double the ball once the ball gets open. They did a really good job of just cutting through it and kind of passing out those double teams and having 2-on-1s or whatever in transition. And I really felt what I had seen on film was that they would struggle in the half court to score, but we press, and we try. That's what we do, So we tried to be ourselves, and they did a really good job of kind of taking us out of what we want to do. But fortunately enough, we have a really good team with really good players that can make adjustments. They can be all right, well, they're doing well against what we do, but we can do this, and then you saw a 14-point lead go to a 50-point game because, again, their ability to say, all right, well, let's adjust, and that's just being coachable, being smart, that's who they are. So I'm not surprised that we are able to do that.
You won by that margin despite playing 4 freshmen a lot in that game. You almost have a lot of confidence in those kids.
It's such a luxury too because we have such a great senior nucleus that we don't have to really rely on those kids. I feel like we had to rely, we relied on Bailey and Godby a lot more as freshmen than what we have to rely on these kids, and that's great for them. That's great for them to hey, we can come in and we mess up, we don't necessarily we have such a strong nucleus that it's going to help them grow. And obviously they're all going to be in this spot next year. They're all going to be relied on, but they get a year here to kind of like grow into it. And they're learning so many habits. They're learning it's invaluable. I mean, like, I know our seniors don't look at it as in a way of like them coaching the younger kids, but they are from a standpoint of like how they practice, how they treat each other, how they speak to each other. That is coaching. Like, that's the culture coaching the future, and that's what they're doing. I mean, they do it every day, and it's wonderful. It's exactly where we want to be as a program.
This event, Bailey, it's a tremendous event. You've played in it 4 times now, and it's outside of the state tournament. You don't get this kind of treatment everywhere. Is this a fun thing to play in?
Of course, yes. We actually have only played like 2 of the 4 of my years because of snowstorms, but first thing, I just love coming, and the hospitality is great. I can't lie, the chicken and noodles. But yes, it's just fun, like being at the last game. I love playing at home, and it's nice knowing like we went out with like a good game.
Issa, what do you make of this event?
I love it. I think it also gets the community involved. Like before our game, Coach told us that like we had little 4th graders out there betting on us.
They're boys.
Boys ever care about us. I just think it gets everyone involved, and I think it's really fun for everyone to come out and watch us and just have a great day together.
Definitely. Addison?
I think it also just shows how much support we get from our community, and it's a really good thing to see. Like girls basketball sometimes can be looked down on, and it makes me so happy to see the support that we get from everyone, and I think it just makes us all so happy.
Good. Anything else?
I want to thank everybody involved. Obviously, you guys for doing this. It's so special to get to do this. You know, like this is so rare. I mean, obviously the Dillon family. I mean, the hospitality room, like you said, is just tremendous, and they do. Rickey that gives the money to help pay for the sponsors, the shirts, sponsors the awards. I mean, obviously Coach Gorby, the Dragons. I mean, like the Dragons Eye Club that does this. And I mean, it's just. I mean, like I said, it's special. I said it on the telecast. I'll say it in here. We have shirts that are made this year that say "different" here, and it talks about we mean that about our basketball program. But man, it feels really different today too. Like the things that are involved in this event, that's different from a lot of places that you would go, and we're proud of that. We're really proud of everybody involved that make it different.
Every coach and player I talk to said they'd love to come back.
Yeah. Great.
That's a testament to what you guys do.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.